Hello, hi, my name is Chris Nelson. I'm with the Real Estate Investment Club of Ontario, and I'm here today with Frank Corbin from the Remick Wealth Institute. How are you today, Frank?
I'm doing excellent, Chris. And yourself?
Just great. Thank you very much. Today we're going to have a discussion about the real estate markets, and that's one thing that investors don't take a look at before starting to invest in real estate, and it's very important. So, Frank, how do the markets impact real estate investors?
The current market?
The current market and the different market cycles.
It doesn't. It doesn't at all. True investors, experienced investors, don't get fluffed by the market changes. Because if you understand and know what you're doing, you can always modify your strategies to accommodate the market. Actually, you should be modifying your strategies to accommodate the market. So the market has very little impact on real estate investors, the ones who know what they're doing.
Oh, okay. So depending on what's going on, then you just implement a different strategy.
Exactly.
Okay, great. But investors want to track the market. You know any particular indicators they should be looking at to find out or help them with their investment journey?
Well, the way I personally invest, I invest for the long haul. So most of the stuff I hold in my portfolio is sitting there for 10, 15 years, and we're going to move that to 10, 30, 40 years plus. So I don't care what the market condition is doing. The market condition is current. Investment is long term. So I cannot modify or change too much in my portfolio based on what's happening now. Because I understand that's just temporary. That's going to change soon. And so the key now is to understand what the market is doing just for strategies, but your focus should always be for the long haul. And if you approach it that way, market fluctuations won't change the way you invest too much.
Excellent. That's great. As you know, there's going to be new HST legislation. It's going to be implemented shortly, sometime this summer 2010. How will that impact the real estate market?
It's going to impact it a little bit because what's happening, it just increased the cost of purchasing real estate now, in the sense of lawyers' fees and realtors' fees. That's going to increase the cost of buying real estate a little bit. And HST, I think, is going to have a very high impact on these fees because I think we're moving from 5% to 13%. Is that correct?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so you're looking at another 8% on services. So that can impact the market quite a bit. But you can also compensate that very easy with the price of the property, right?
Yeah, and I guess that's going to impact more so the new home market than the resale market.
So that's correct. Also, for the resale market, is mostly service is going to increase the cost on services. But for new homes, it's going to increase the price of the property itself because you do pay HST or GST on the home price itself on the brand new homes.
Oh, okay. So that in turn might negatively impact the cash flow that investors can expect. So that being said, should they be looking at other strategies in real estate?
No, all you need to do is incorporate those strategies. All you need is to incorporate those costs. That's the cost of doing business. And how you compensate for that is to negotiate the deal down more. Somebody got to pay for that cost. You got to transfer that to the person who's trying to sell the property.
Makes sense.
So if my cost for buying increased an extra $5,000-$10,000, I'm negotiating at least 7 or 8 off of that price of that property. So I'm transferring that cost to the seller.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. As you know, the government and the big banks are going to implement new rules for new home buying. 20% down, having to qualify for a higher rate, which is 5-year fixed, being dropped down to 90% loan to value, so it'll be giving less money for properties. How will that impact real estate investors? Make it more difficult for them to purchase, or should they be looking at different strategies?
Is going to impact them quite some, in the sense that raising 20% to buy and investment in property can be quite challenging for a lot of investors. So this is going to minimize, if you want to own properties, how much property you can actually own, because you're looking at buying 3-4 properties, 20% down each. A lot of investors probably won't be able to sustain that or raising that capital to have that down payment. So how do you go past that? Is you just start doing lots more own controlling of real estate. And you can learn that through my lease option or real estate options boot camp. We teach you to buy properties through lease options, wholesaling lease options, installment land contracts, sellers financing, and different strategies that we teach you in those in that boot camp.
Great. So, with the new changes from the government or any other external factors, it's important to get the proper education, mentoring, and training to be able to facilitate doing real estate investing.
That's correct. Yeah.
Would you have any advice about to real estate investors currently about investing in these markets?
Stay focused. Look for good deals. Don't be too quick to sign. Be patient. Only buy the good ones. If you don't feel good about the deal, don't sign it. Don't do it. There's lots more deals going to be coming on the market in a short time frame, as all these HSTs, the financing, the mortgage financing rules getting implementing. There's a lot of more good deals going to be coming on the market. So investors should be patient. Don't be in a rush. It's going to come. You don't chase after the deal. The deal is going to come right to you. Some of the best deals are going to come when you're not even expecting it. Come right in your pocket. Cash is king. If you got the money, you can always control or own the deal.
Okay, that sounds great. Well, thank you very much, Frank. Thank you for your time, and thank you for our discussion about the real estate markets and real estate investing.
Sounds good, Chris. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Take care.
Bye now.
Bye.